Hey, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Chaylee, and today I'm gonna share with you how to get clients on Upwork. So you don't want to miss it up, so keep on watching. Before we move forward, make sure to activate the captions below because I know my accent can be challenging, I know. And subscribe because in this channel you can learn everything from freelancing, marketing, productivity, time management, and everything in between. And if that's something that interests you, make sure to subscribe. And also make sure to follow me on my Instagram where you can ask me any questions and follow my Instagram stories for daily tips and tutorials and inspirations and behind the scenes. So I know many of you want to get the base out of Upwork, get more clients, and some of you are even afraid to try it because you think it's only for people who work for pennies. But the truth is, Upwork has a space for everyone. There is people who charge really low for the services, and there is people who actually charge way more. And it's not because they are native speakers. When I started in Upwork, I used to undervalue myself because I thought since I wasn't a native English speaker, my knowledge wasn't as valuable enough. But the truth is actually the opposite. And I'm gonna share with you today all my secrets. I'm gonna spill the tea on everything that I know on how to make yourself a really valuable freelancer and find the right clients on Upwork by using the right tools and strategies. So let's dive in. So the first thing you gotta do is to research your competition. In order for you to get those dollars and actually make more money and get more clients, you got to understand who you are competing with. And you don't need to pay premium or to do anything like super extra. I'm gonna share my screen in a moment. I'm going to dive in and show you how you can know who you're competing with and how to learn from them. Hey, so continue with the video. Now I'm going to show you how to create a client account and research your competition. So in my case, this is my account, this is what I see. Mainly is Facebook ads, so this is like my main page. From here, you're gonna go to settings and it's gonna open this screen, right? And from here, you're gonna click on my teams. In my case, I already have one, this one over here, but you are gonna click on create new account, create new client account, and then you just put your name. In this case, it's still like Convert because that's the name of the company that I'm creating on the site. Yeah, just click on create client company. I'm not gonna do that because I already have one. It's over here. So once it's created, instead of saying Chaylee Ochoa, this will say Delight and Convert. Now I'm gonna click it here to switch to my client account. And you can see it's very similar. The only thing is that you have your contracts, you have your accounting, and all of that. So you're gonna go over here and let's say that you want to to find a graphic designer. You get a graphic designer or a Squarespace designer. Whatever it is, just type it here. Whatever it is that you do, you are going to need to find similar freelancers who are doing what you're already doing. Graphic design. Okay, you can see they just start appearing over here, and right now the rate per hour is a little bit low. In my case, if I'm a graphic designer and I want to charge 70 or 50 or 25 per hour, I will find freelancers charging for a similar amount. For this case, you can also select certain filters over here. I'm curious about what he's doing, what makes him so valuable. Same with this one. Starting from the portfolio piece, it looks really amazing. And you can just start learning what are they doing and reverse engineer to your current situation of work. It looks really, really good. Now let's find, for example, a video editor. So here, as you can see, the the feedback is also really really good, and you can see the type of work and gigs is applying to. All the gigs is particular on one. Same with Linet. Hmm. It's also about the pitching, our work that she's doing, the type of work. For example, if you click on demo video, it was a really good price, and it doesn't have. Let me see if I can, because sometimes it's no longer available. Okay, so for this particular case, you can see all of the work that she's done, the employee history, the type of work she has done in the past, what she's and you can do this with what you're doing, either just for Facebook ads, but you could practice to other people in your industry are doing and try to emulate the success with this engineer. And that's it. I hope you enjoy this mini training inside the video, and let's continue with the next one. Okay, now that we're back, the second thing you have to do is optimize your value statement. Your value statement is basically the little headline that you have below your name, where you tell the possible clients what you do and how you do it. Once you do the step one and you research your competitors, you're gonna notice certain patterns. You're gonna notice what is working for them, what can you do, what can you emulate, what can you improve. You're gonna find out those little themes and tips from the people who are making more money than you, so you can actually apply for your business. In my case, when I used to do marketing and focus on Facebook ads, instead of saying Facebook ad specialist, what I will do is change it for Facebook ad expert who actually wins you clients. That is actually more compelling, more to the point, give you an exact idea of what I do, and it actually stands out in a sea of competitors. If you are not working in marketing and you're, for example, a graphic designer, it can be something like expert designers who actually wows your audience. Or if you are a Squarespace developer, it can be, for example, I have it here, a Squarespace developer that solves any bugs, or social media manager that beats the Instagram algorithm every time. Whatever it is, choose your specialty, but also add the extra results they will be getting, so they can get an idea of what it is and what they can expect from working with you. So after you have talked to their desires, like I mentioned in my previous tip, now you have to make them trust you before even get to know you. One of the things that you can do, use the right profile picture in the right places. So I know Upwork already gives you the option of using like a very small profile photo, but it's too small, like you cannot hardly tell who the person is. So what I did was created a landing page that I can put on my portfolio, so when they check it out, first piece of portfolio they will see, and they will get curious, and they will get an idea of my face, what I look like, and it's like better instant connection. Because here's the thing, people not always are gonna connect with your portfolio. They connect with people, and if they don't even know how you look like, it's hard to create that connection. And I know you can create a connection with an interview, but sometimes you don't even have an interview. Sometimes they just hire you right away. So make sure to use the right profile photo. And one simple tool that I like to use is called, right here, it's called Photo Filler. It's a free tool where you can basically upload your photo, the one you like to use, bonus points if it is high quality, and you can get data from real people and their AI on the feelings that photo is producing. So if you upload your photo, it can tell you, do you look competent? Do you look friendly? Do you look knowledgeable? Whatever the feelings that your photo transmits, you're gonna find out what it's done. And it's free, so make sure to check it out. Before I move on to the second part of this video, if you don't have a good high quality photo, you can check out my previous website here, where I didn't have it either, and I was like it was a good quality, but it was too much of a close-up that it made me feel uncomfortable. So I just put like a nice filter, add some color, and make it stand up and make it pop. It looks nice, it looks professional, and they don't even notice the photo is very low quality. So try to play around with it. It's your website, have fun. Now I want you to create packages. This wasn't available when I was working on Upwork too much, but now you are able to create these little packages within your profile that tells your client before hiring you what type of work they can expect from you and how you can bundle your knowledge into a very specific deliverable. So for example, in my case, I could do, for example, basic Facebook campaign setup. In your case, can be brochure or simple landing page design, whatever it is, something very specific, but a very straightforward deliverable. You only have 3 options, so make sure you choose the right service that you are asked most of the time and that you are more comfortable in your skills when doing it. The only downside is that the description is not allowed to be very long. It's only like 4 lines, so make sure to try it out, write it until you find something that fits and it actually transmits what you do, what they can expect in just a few words. It's gonna take a bit of time. It took me a while to find like the right fit, and it can be a combination between features and the end result. I'm gonna go my computer to show you how this works. Hey, so as you can see here are the packages or the projects that you could offer. In my case, I have 3, one for each type of profile that I have. I have the general, the digital marketing, and the graphic design. And if you scroll down below, you can see I have this one for the general, this one for the design, and this one for the Facebook digital marketing, right? And each of those have a. Now, what I want you to do is have really good case studies. And I know that when you're working on so many projects, you don't have time to update your portfolio so many times. What you can do is choose your top 3 pieces of work that you're most proud of and that you can actually see that you have like enough skills, and tell a story, because a portfolio is not only a bunch of pictures that you upload. That can work for some cases, but here, since you are a proactive freelancer who wants to get paid more, you have to put a little bit more effort and actually stand out. So what I want you to do is first pick the 3 top projects that first you are most proud of. Second, that is the type of projects you will want to continue working on. Third, that it actually tells the client your skills and the reach of what you can do. And a bonus, make sure it's about the type of work and the type of clients that you're receiving. So for example, if you want to focus on wedding photography and your portfolio is about food, it doesn't make sense. So make sure to pick something that it makes more sense to what you're currently doing and what you want to do in the future. And you might be a little bit confused on how do I create a story? What is that? Like, do you want me to tell like a fairy tale, something like that? No, basically your portfolio piece needs to have several important pieces. The first one is who the client was, what the client wanted, and what you did for the client. Because sometimes I know a picture is worth 1,000 words, but sometimes you need a few more words to actually explain the picture. Sometimes you don't want to leave the guessing work to the client. You want to do the work for them. You have to make it easy to understand. You don't want the client to spend 10 minutes trying to figure out what you did and what was the objective. You want to tell a story, and the more they see you put effort into actually explaining what you did, they're gonna see you as a more valuable asset, and they're going to consider that you have way more knowledge and you are worth hiring. And there is one final piece of the puzzle in order for you to get the clients of your dreams, all the clients that you want and all the gigs, and that is the interview, the sales call. You want to make sure everything is perfect and goes smoothly, but I'm not gonna cover in this video. It's gonna be in the next one. So make sure to hit the notification bell to find out when I'm releasing it. that was it, guys. I hope you really like this video. I want you now to go into the comment section, tell me which tip you like the most, which one were your mind, which one you're implementing right away, and if you want, just share your Upwork profile link so we can just check it out, maybe give you some pointers. And yeah, like, I really hope it was very useful for you. Finally, before I leave, make sure to check out the description. I have a little gift for you where I'm gonna give you like a checklist for you to make more money, get more clients, and really make the most of your freelance career in Upwork. Make sure to check it out. Ciao.